today, share with people the event. We have a lot of folks registered. It's rainy outside, so your energy brings energy. You understand how we do? Very well. So Lynn, whenever you are ready, you just say when, and we turn the mic over to you. Okay, great. So I'm so happy to introduce Lynn. I met Lynn, obviously, when I came here to the Healing Environment of Jamaica. And at the time, I had experienced a couple of different energy services from a few different people. But I have to say, I didn't feel an elevated energetic experience from human touch as I did when Lynn didn't touch me and started talking to me about Reiki and energy. And that's when I think my real education began at a different level from a master. So I'm going to turn the mic over to Lynn and let him do what he does. Let's give a round of applause to Lynn.
Thank you very much, Truist. So my intention today is to share some knowledge with you, and hopefully the intention is that some of that knowledge that you take with you, and then you incorporate it, integrate it into your journey and your journey to elevated consciousness. Because what we know is that if we integrate knowledge into ourselves and practice that knowledge repeatedly, it becomes common to us, and then we can energetically raise our vibration. So the first thing I want to do, if everybody can stop what they're doing, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Everybody close your eyes. Let's take a deep breath into our diaphragm, and then blow it out. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to think about a time in your life that something marvelous happened to you. When you think about how you felt, you think about what came out of that magnificent event that happened in your life and how you felt. Does everybody have that?
Could you repeat that, please?
I said, I want you to think about a time in your life, one event, that something marvelous, something extraordinary, something great happened to you. And the feeling that you got because of that event. Does everybody have that?
Yes.
Now, I want you to think about one time, when something negative, catastrophic, or something bad, or you want to quantify it, happened to you. When you think about that, I want you to think about how you felt from that action or event. No matter who or what did it to you, I want you to think about how you felt about that. Does everybody have that?
Yes.
Now, I want you to think in your mind after I ask you this question. How do you feel when I say you are the sole creator of both of those events? You. Energetically, a magnificent time. Also energetically, the catastrophic time. You created that event. Okay, we can open our eyes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share with you a couple of scientific constructs that are tried and true and are true. One, everything is conscious. Everything. The microphone, the chair, the atoms, and everything is conscious. Double slit experiment was first tried in 1801. It's been repeated since then. It basically says, and you can, in your time, you can go research it, and then basically said that the electrons and atoms, they collapse into the structure they're part of when they are being viewed. When something or someone is watching them. When they're not being watched, they scatter. And that object that they're part of does not exist. Okay, that puts everything in perspective. Second construct, everything is energy. Everything is a fractal of a light wave that is projected. Everything is energy. This is energy, everything energy, your thoughts, your actions, your communications, the way you respond, the way everything is energy. And that sets up you. You are the energetic being that is responding to every energetic happening or action that happens to you. We universally know that everything in your life that happens to you is universally designed to be a service to you. What does that mean? It means that it's designed for you to either bask in the gratitude or for you to learn a lesson. And if the lesson isn't learned, you are going to repeat that same event based off of the energy and the trauma from that event that you store inside of you that sets your frequency, your vibration. Now, how many knew atoms are 99.9999% free space? So this whole energetic consciousness is 99.9999% free space. What's in that free space? Energy. So the reality that you are in is less than 0.1%. So we are responding to less than 1.1% of reality when things are happening. Now the ideal is for us to tap into consciousness a lot. The times that we don't tap into consciousness, we get in the feelings, we have trauma, things happen to us, we don't learn from things that we are creating, designed for us to teach a lesson to us so that we elevate ourselves. That is for us. So everything that has happened to you is universally designed for you to learn a lesson. And we have to understand that it puts everything in perspective. And when you are in your feelings, or when you are feeling some type of way about something that somebody had done to you, that's an energy that is being projected to you that is designed for you to learn a lesson. And if you understand that, and understand what I need to get out of that, you can release that and then move on to the next one. And that 99.999% is consciousness, is infinite knowledge. And everyone here are here because they are blessed with a purpose of healing and raising the consciousness of others. And what we have to understand is that in that 99.9999%, that there's infinite knowledge, we don't have enough energy in us to store all of that knowledge. So we are in a constant state of learning. No matter what level you think you are, no matter what level that you believe yourself to be, you are in a constant state of learning and raising your vibration based off of things that happen to you on a daily basis. That is the perspective that we all have to have. And if we keep that perspective, and we keep the clear connection to our higher self and source, and we discern things with our heart instead of our mind and our ego, that gets us to the point where we are elevated. It takes a long time. And it is a day-to-day process. How do you get there? Meditation is absolutely important. I want to say there is no bad way to meditate. That is a misperception. There is no bad way to meditate. If you wake up in the morning and you're tired and you have things to do that day and your mind says, oh, you got to get up and do them, and you tap it into your higher self and your spirit said, rest, that's meditation. If you're walking and you're consciously tuned in and you're walking or whatever you're doing, that's meditation. Find a way that you can individually tap into consciousness so you can start to get out and move the obstacles that are in the road that are blocking the clear connection for you and consciousness and your higher self. That's what we want to do. because we create the obstacles by what's happening in our lives that we aren't really, I'm feeling some type of way about that. We have to consciously understand that it is a lesson. And sometimes that's hard for us to understand because we want to play this victim. We want to play this, we want to be the victim. Meditation does a few things. We know that abundance only comes in when you're high vibration, consistent, accurate abundance. Meditation does it. If you do your affirmations of I am grateful, I am abundant, I am powerful, you pick whatever is resonating with you and you speak it. You have to feel that in your meditation, no matter what you do. That raises your vibration and keeps it at a level that you can sustain it, and you work on that. Meditation also helps to deprogram your mind on the limiting beliefs that we all get in this world based off of our environment, based off of our parents, based off of where we're staying, based off of what the government and everything else. We are indoctrinated in limiting beliefs, and we owe it to ourselves to start to strip those away. That's what meditation does. And when you want to get that clear connection, and then when you start getting that clear connection, then you know that abundance comes quick. In my meditation every morning, I'm equally as grateful for the challenges as I am for the positive things. Because challenges are placed there for me to continuously elevate my consciousness. I am equally as grateful. You are what you think. That's the key. You are what you think. And it's not easy. It's not easy because we get feelings, we get triggered by something somebody says to us. If you find yourself getting triggered, the first place you look is internal to see if there's something inside of you that rose up and you were triggered. That's the first place you always look. Finally, true happiness is never achieved externally. True happiness is internal. As you clear the road for the connection between you and your higher self, your higher self will start to put you in situations for you to learn for your greater good. Most of the time, it's never what we think it is. Because our ego starts to think, well, this is why Spirit put me here. Majority of the time, that's not what it is. Because your higher consciousness is thinking way down the road. This is what I want Len to be. So I'm going to put him here to learn lessons for him to elevate. Now he's going to fail a few times because his ego going to think it's because of this. And then he's going to get out of his own way and understand the lesson that he needs to learn. That's what it's about. It is a constant choice to pick and elevate each day and learn. Every energetic thing that happens to you is designed to be a lesson. And if you keep that perspective and understand that you are responding to less than 0.1% of reality, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff that we can focus on. That kind of puts stuff into perspective. And the respect for everything. Everything is conscious. Everything. Thank you for your time. Blessings.
Hold on for a second. Where you going? Okay, let's give a standing applause to you. Let's clap our hands one more time. So Len is the person, if anyone is interested in Reiki training from a credentialed and qualified resource. Lynn is the person, the point of contact, right here on this little, I call it my little juicy flyer. His name is there at the top with an email address in which you can contact him, okay? You got that? So if you know people interested in this space and they want to be considered for training, because I'm going to just say this, we understand that people think they can take classes and then they have the skills for it. And some things you have to learn from root wisdom. So Lynn will consider you and see if that's a fit, okay? So thank you so much for being here. Great, awesome.